Hi parents, hi kids. This message is for the parents. I have written a letter with all this information on it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to read it or talk about it, and then I'll send it out to you guys. It's because there's just a lot of information on here. So you'll get it in paper or online here in just a little bit. But just want to talk about distance learning and how it is beginning tomorrow or Tuesday, whichever day you're picking up your packets. We have almost everyone has signed up for a time to pick up. There'll just be a few staff members there to assist with the pickup. Just make sure you have your last name and grade of your children to put on the driver's side window, and that's how they'll be able to know exactly whose packet they're grabbing. So they've got it all organized. We'll just see how it goes with everybody. This is our first time doing it, as it is your first time doing this also. So one of the most important things has been taken from the kids, and that's their structured school time. And that's been taken from their families, it's been taken from their teachers. And so we want to make this as seamless as possible. We've just had spring break, and it wasn't the same spring break we'd all planned. But hopefully you had some good family time, and you're ready to get back into a routine of some kind. So I've provided a lot of different resources for the educational time in your home, but please keep in mind that this is all new to me as well, just as it is to each of you. It's going to be trial and error, so please be patient with me. I've lost a lot of sleep and just worrying about everyone, and I was, really praying that we'd be able to go back to school, but obviously now isn't the time, and hopefully in the future. So my heart aches because of the circumstance that we're in, but I have put a lot of thought into it, and the big thing is I'm trying to figure out the technology aspect. But as far as activities go for each day, they're in their packets for them. So as you're being patient with your teachers, as teachers, we're going to be very patient and give a lot of grace to families also, because we know that this wasn't in your game plan either. And we're all in just kind of a tough spot. I do want to touch base with everyone just to see if everyone's health is okay, if there's anything that I need to be aware of or should be aware of. I'm hoping everyone's basic needs are being met: food, shelter, clothing, love, your health. So please communicate with me. This is going to be probably the most important time of communication that we've ever had in education across the country. And we're all in this together. So a few other suggestions and ideas I have are to create a daily schedule and have your children help you with that so they feel like they're part of the plan. I've laid the lessons out Monday through Thursday, so there's a lesson plan with activities for Monday, there's one for Tuesday, there's one for Wednesday, and there's one for Thursday for 2 weeks. But I also know that some of you aren't picking up the packets until Tuesday, and things come up, and so just do it at your own pace. But I would encourage you to do some academics every single day. They've already been out of school for 3 weeks, 2 weeks of spring break, and then the week before that, and so that's a lot of time and a lot of that of education that we need to grab and get back for them. Share whatever expectations you have for what this is going to look like at home with your children. Talk about it as a family. Use the 7 habits, use the leadership, that they are in charge of their own selves and their attitudes and their learning, and that when they need help, they can ask for it. They have a voice. They know how to put first things first and have a win-win. So use all of those things that we have learned throughout the year to help you in this situation. I also recommend you set up an area at home that is for just the schooling. With that, I have put, and there's a parent informational packet. I should have named it resources because it's more resources. But there are some things in there that you can use to put up on your wall or just have out for the kids. It has like our class mission statement and some other things in there that will be familiar to them. I put a weather chart in there. It's not the same one that we have in the classroom, obviously, but each day you can view the weather. You can do there's a calendar for them to do on the first day, so that April calendar can go up. And so some other rituals or routines, I guess is what I'm looking for, are what I would emphasize, especially here at the beginning. Big thing, plan to take breaks like every 30 minutes. You probably already know that. Their attention spans are pretty short, and being just them and not a class of 20 is going to be a lot different, and they can work hard, but they are going to need breaks. And so I do have a little schedule that I'm going to send just to give you an idea, like work for 30 minutes, take a 15-minute break, work for 30, take a 15-minute break. This is not for all day. Remember, it's half-day kindergarten. So with that, keep in mind that everyone has different needs. And so if you have other students with you, like your older children, keep in mind that they're going to have like a different schedule. I don't have a set time for technology to be online to communicate with me, so we're going to play that, we're going to play that by ear and see how it goes. I'm going to have videos of me, like, reading stories and things like that for them, but you can watch those they won't be live, you can watch them at your own time. Setting a timer. If you have a set timer, there's timers for, there's apps that have timers on them, your microwave, your oven, whatever you need. Something so that they know what their 30 minutes is, and then they also know what the 15-minute break is, or however long you set it for, because that is going to help them to manage their time. They are used to seeing a timer in class, our visual timer that we use, and it helps them greatly, so I strongly suggest that. Like I said, there's plenty of schoolwork there to be done. However, I don't expect it all to get done. In the classroom, I might have a lesson for a day, and it ends up taking us 3 days. And with this, I didn't quite know how much to plan for each day and quite what to do. So I'm flexible. I'm flexible in the classroom. I'm flexible now, and you can be flexible at home too, to whatever meets your needs. The kids are going to need help from adults. Older siblings are great. However, they have their own things to do. And your 5 and 6 year olds are only 5 and 6 years old, and they want their parents' help and their parents' feedback, and they want it frequently, and your encouragement. They want it frequently, and they're going to want it daily. They also can sense when there's stress or anxiety going on, and so the best that we can do is to stay calm for them as they're going through this very challenging time also. It's new for us as adults, it's also new for them as kiddos. The biggest thing is that I don't want any children to feel frustration. If children feel frustration in their schoolwork or in reading or in math, then this causes them often to lose motivation, and it can lead to anxiety, loss of self-confidence, low self-esteem, negative attitude towards school and learning. And I think, as you all know, for kindergarten, my biggest thing is that children gain a love for learning. And this is what I want for all my students. And to not be with them every single day is like really, 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 really hard. It's already been hard for 3 weeks, and now just looking towards the future, it's still very challenging to think about. With frustration, however, if you as parents are starting to see it with every single activity, every activity that is in those packets is at kindergarten level, where they should be at this time in the school year. So if frustration is happening often and it's happening daily, as a parent, just teach them some self-soothing techniques, teach them strategies. Also, make sure that you stop the activity and go to an activity that they feel confident in. Don't just stop the academics, but find something that they feel confident in so that they can get that feeling of success back into them. But I need you to communicate with me if you're seeing the frustration. I probably will, I probably have already seen it in the classroom, and we may have already talked about it. But if we are still seeing it, then we'll need to make adjustments and then, talk about how we want to make that work so that the frustration isn't there and that they can learn at their own speed and at their own ability. Like I said about videoing and the technology, we're just going to go with it and see how it goes. I have put on, I hope the YouTube thing works. It's an unlisted channel, but I have put a lot of the playlists that we use in class for our learning videos. The kids will recognize a lot of them. They're fantastic, the ones that we use. Harry Kinder, you could just Google them too. And they're also available in kids' YouTube. Is that what it's called? But Harry Kindergarten is a big one. We've watched many videos with Harry Kindergarten. He teaches great things with math and language arts to help reinforce what we're already doing in the classroom. Like I said, the lesson plans are Monday through Thursday for 2 weeks. So in that packet that you're going to get when you pick it up is a baggie that has some supplies in there. And one of the things it has is 20 math cubes for them to use. Now these are the school's cubes, and I really want them to use them for practicing what we will be doing in math. They're used to using them for different things in math. Usually what I tell them is we'll do the activity, we'll work first, play later, put first things first. So we'll do the activity, and then I'll set a timer for 5 minutes, and then they can play with the cubes. So there's 20 cubes, and please explain to them that when it's time to return some of the things, it will be 20 cubes that they return. So I encourage you to keep them in the area of the schoolwork and not to let other children use them or play with them, because they are going to be important as we're getting into teen numbers and we're going to need those 20 cubes. Also in the bag I put 8 stickers, one for each day of the schoolwork that I have. Those stickers are actually for you to hold on to. So when you get the baggie, would you take out those 8 stickers before they get them and put them all over your house? And then at the end of each day's work, if you would ask them to show you which activity that they think they did their best work on, or the one that they would like the sticker on and that they would like to show me, then you can give them that sticker for that day. They can put that sticker on, and if you would take a picture of it and upload it into Class Dojo, the portfolio section has, where I put the pictures for you guys this year, has a great spot for you to upload also, so you can put things in there. If that doesn't work, then just send it to me as an email or in the Class Dojo messages. It's all an experiment. We'll see how it goes. But I hope that gives them a little incentive to do their best work, and then they get to decide which work that they want to show me for that day, and it's a good way for me to stay in touch with them and also for attendance purposes to be in contact. So basically 4 times a week is when I would like to, have in contact, see some work that they're doing. Big thing, don't forget their brain breaks, snacks, quiet time, reading, any other websites. There's so much to do and so much going on. So at the end of the letter, I have a schedule of the day, of just some suggestions for the day. And like I said, I've just put it as a morning. So even afternoon kids, afternoon kindergartners, you could do it in the morning. Or if you guys would rather do school in the afternoon, that's great too. Big piece of advice, get out of those pajamas for the day. Get up, get dressed, brush your teeth. You don't have to wear your school uniform, but have them get out of their pajamas. And as adults, it's not always easy, but we should too. Then it will feel like a school day and that they're learning, and they will get a little bit more into it. Or if they're in their pajamas, well, why bother? It's just more of a playtime. It's like pajama day at school, which never goes well. then there's different activities spread throughout. Just so you know, there's music and PE things that are in their packets, and I put leadership activities in there, and I put a link to the 7 Habit videos. They have not seen those videos except for one of them. They saw Junk Food Jumper for Habit 7, but I never showed them the other videos. We read the stories, which are based off the videos are based off of, but they never saw the videos. So I strongly recommend those leadership, those 7 Habits videos, and then talk about them as a family and implement them into what you're doing. So that's the basic outline of what I have written. There's going to be many more questions, and please send them to me. Like I said, we're all in this together, and I will be reaching out, and I want to contact each of you, and Mrs. Lattisaw is going to be helping, and she wants to see everyone too, so we'll figure this all out together. But for now, just get those packets and get comfortable with what's in them. Ask any questions. It's all trial and error. We're all in this together, and I'm looking forward to at least having this ability to contact everyone. So have a great night. Read over the letter for anything that I forgot, but tell the kids hi, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.